The Building Bridges Initiative report proposes a 4-year grace period for beneficiaries of higher education learning from the Higher Education Loans Board. Whereas this sounds like it would spell a much-needed relief for the beneficiaries of this funding from the board, just how feasible is this proposal? Let's break down the key considerations to be put in mind.
You have all the world needs. Go out
The
there.
kitty administered by the Higher Education Loans Board HELB is designed as a revolving fund. Clause 12 of the HELB Act of 2012 provides that revenue for the fund shall be drawn from, among other sources, repayment of the capital and interest of any loan granted by the board. A 4-year grace period for loan beneficiaries would mean that upon completion of their studies, one has 4 years before they begin servicing their loan obligation, unlike the present 1 year. Is this a feasible structure given the fund's revenue mix? A number of challenges exist. First, aside from amounts appropriated to the fund by the National Assembly, loan recoveries are the second largest source of funding for the Higher Education Loans Board. According to the fund's latest available financial statements, out of a 13.1 billion shillings budget, 37% was drawn from loan recoveries, with only 5% being drawn from investment income.
Mr. Chancellor, sir.
A 4-year grace period could potentially slow down loan recoveries. Second, already HELB is grappling with disbursements exceeding recoveries, and this creates a shortfall which has to be plugged by revenue from other sources. On average, HELB disburses 6.1 billion shillings to beneficiaries every year against loan recoveries which average 4.3 billion shillings. The remaining 1.7 billion shillings has to be sourced from elsewhere. Third, the Higher Education Loans Board is facing an asset quality crisis. With its book of matured student loans valued at 24.2 billion shillings, the fund reports a non-performing loan ratio of 31%, implying that loans to the tune of 8 billion shillings are not being serviced within the stipulated schedule. Fourth, with the burden of the rising number of students to finance, how would the fund be expected to meet the rising loan disbursements while extending a 4-year grace period to beneficiaries? Unless the National Assembly approves an enlarged allocation to the fund, this is bound to present a challenge.